Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. I was going through some old lessons and I thought, fade to black, this is a shite lesson, I can do better than that. And where's the outro solo? So, without further ado, we're going to have a look at that intro solo, and stay tuned, that second one will be happening soon, but we'll get to it. Anyway, let's take a look. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. I'm going to slide into this B minor arpeggio. I'm sliding into 9 of the 4th string and playing 7 of the 3rd and the 2nd string. And then returning to that root note on the 4th string on 9th fret. Then I work into this. This is essentially the same thing twice. I've got a hammer on from 7 to 8 on the 2nd string, and then I hit 8 again and slide to 10. And then I want to do the same thing from 8 to 10 as a hammer on. And then I'm going to hit 10 again and slide to 12. So we're going to go at the end of that. I'm going to go 12, 10, 8. And then if you want to, you can just have a slight grace note hammer from 8 to 10. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far from the start. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. What I've got here is a pull off into a slide. So I'm pulling off 12 to 10 on the 2nd string. And that slides to 8. Now I'm sort of run out of fingers, so I do need to use the pointer again to work into that next phrase. So we'll do that a bit slower. I'm going 7, 8, 7 on the 2nd string. I jump to 9 of the 3rd. And then back down to 7 of the 2nd again. Sort of go. Let's put that pull off slide phrase in front of what we just did now. Okay, then I work into this phrase. So it's nearly triplets. We've just got a tiny cheeky grace note at the start of that, and then it'll just work into kind of a triplet feel. I'm doing a very, very fast hammer on from 7 to 8 on the 2nd string. Then I want to go back to 7 and jump to 9 of the 3rd. Next bit, I'm playing 7 of the 2nd and then playing 9, 7 on the 3rd. So altogether of just that little triplety bit with the grace note. And that's all of the first section. So I'll play everything we've got thus far a little bit slower, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. I want to start with the slide from 7 to 9 on the 4th string. And then I'm going to do a slide from 7 to 6 on the 3rd. And then I'm going to repeat those notes but as a pull off from 7 to 6. Sort of go. At the end of that, I'm going to play 8, 7 on the 2nd string, and then slide from 8 to 10 on the 2nd string. So that'll go like this. Let's take it from the start of the section a little slower. Okay, the next bit is that arpeggio that everyone has trouble with. Everyone that I've taught at least has had trouble with this. So we're going to work through it at a gentleman's pace. I want to start from 15 of the 2nd string and jump to 14 of the 1st. And then from that point, I'm going to do a pull off from 19 to 14 on the 1st string, then play 15 of the 2nd to 16 of the 3rd. We've got that cheeky little staircase shape there. At the end of that, what I've got here is kind of a D sus arpeggio. I'm pulling off 15 to 14 of the first, then playing 15 of the second and 14 of the third. So all together. Okay, at the end of that, I work into this. Let's slow that down. I'm playing 17, 15, 14 on the second string. And then I want to play 16 to 14 on the third string. But as soon as I hit 14, I'm going to do a bend. And because I'm going to be hitting that bend with my pointer, I have to do quite a big wrist twist there. At the end of that bend, I've just got some vibratos. So it'll go like this. At the end of that, I'm doing a hammer-on from 14 to 16 of the third string and jumping to 14 of the fourth. So all together of that recent chunk. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got thus far, and then we'll add the last chunk to it. Here we go. From the start, a little bit slower. Okay, then we work into this final phrase, which is this. All right, let's slow that down. I'm going to start off by playing 14, 16 on the fourth string, as a hammer-on, I should say. Then I play 14, 16 of the third, but I'm picking both of these notes. We've got the hammer-on and then the two picks. Okay, then I work into this phrase. So it starts off with some hammer-ons. Sorry, starts off with pick notes and then works into a quick hammer-on pull-off. So I'm playing 14, 15 both picked. And then I want to play 14, 15, 14 hammer-on pull-off and jump to 16 of the third. Okay, at the end of that, I'm going to add a 14, 15, 14 on the second string. So from the most recent chunk, this is what we should have. At the end of that, I'm going to play 19, 17, 15 on the first string, and then hit 15 again and work to 17. So that's going to go like this. So all together from the most recent chunk. All right, there's a decent amount of information here. Let's take it from the start of the section at a gentlemanly pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, last section, we're just going to deal with a couple of arpeggios and then a nice little diatonic run. So it's pretty simple. So we're going to start off with this. Just a 3-string B minor arpeggio. I was playing 14 of the first, 15 of the second, and 16 of the third. And then I work into sort of that D sussy shape we had in section 2. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing 14, 15, 14 on the first string, and then playing 15 of the second, 14 of the third. So it'll go like this. From the start of the section. Okay, then it works into this phrase. So a little bit different to the previous arpeggio. I'm going to play 14, 15, 14 on the first string again, exactly the same. And then I go into sort of a little power chord thing. I'm playing 15 of the second and 17 of the first. At the end of that, I'm playing 15, 14 on the first string. So we go. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got from the start of the section. Awesome. So the next run is kind of a 5-string sort of diatonic A minor scale, sort of using the cage box system as opposed to a 3-note per string idea. So I want to start from 12 of the 5th string, and we're going to do 12, 14, 15 on the 5th and the 4th string. So we've got 2 groups of 3, And there's only 2 notes on the 3rd string. So that's sort of where it's a little bit different to 3-note per string pattern. I was only playing 12 and 14 there. Okay, then I work into this phrase. Kind of Locrian-y shaped at the bottom. I'm playing 12, 13, 15 on the 2nd and the 1st string. This is what we should have so far. So that last bit, I've got a hammer-on pull-off going 13, 15, 13 on the 1st string. I want to hit 15 twice on the 2nd and then slide to 17. And that's going to be that last run. So I'll do that all a little bit slower, and then we'll do the whole section. So we got... Alright, let's go right back to the start of the section from the arpeggios into the diatonic run, and then we'll do the whole thing a little bit slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the intro solo to Fade to Black by Metallica. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check the links in the description to my Facebook and my Patreon. And part 2, the outro solo, will be coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. I'll catch you all very soon.